One of the fastest selling games in Blizzard's history, and it just made headlines again at last night's opening night live. And here to give us an exclusive look at Diablo 4's newest expansion, please welcome General Manager Rod Ferguson, Systems Designer Aislinn Hall, and Lead Game Designer Rex Dixon. Welcome, guys, to Gamescom.
Thank you for having us.
How you guys all doing? Yeah, it's exciting stuff. Now, for those of the people out there that might have missed what happened last night, why don't you clue us in? What exactly did you just do?
Yeah, well, last night was exciting. So our game director for their Vessel of Hatred expansion, Brent Gibson, got on stage and he talked about something that we've been going even deeper on the expansion. You know, we've talked about the Spiritborn, the class, we've talked about the new zone, Nahantu, talked about the new story campaign, but we're like, there's even more in the expansion than that. And so we really want to get into like different ways that people want to play the game. And so we introduced the Undercity of Kuras, which is our new dungeon, which Rex will talk about. We have our new Dark Citadel, which is our multiplayer co-op, and then the big thing was our trailer last night for our mercenaries.
Ah, mercenaries. Now, let's talk about them for a sec, because this is a brand new gameplay feature. We'll talk about new class and all that kind of stuff in a sec, but mercenaries seems really interesting. You showed off like this vignette with 4 different characters. I mean, introduce us to them. Who are these people? Why did it feel like the right time to bring it in now? And how do you hope players are going to engage with the mercenaries, Rex?
So I think the franchise has a legacy of followers and mercs, and we wanted to really reimagine that formula. And so we added this feature called Mercenaries to the game. There's 4 mercenaries that you can recruit. One is Rahir, one is Variana, Subo, and Aldkin, the demon child, which everyone got very excited about at the show the other night. And so there's a lot of depth in mercenaries. So you'll meet Rahir in the campaign. He'll introduce you to this hideout called the Merc Den. And within the Merc Den, you can find these quests. You have to go on these story-based quests to actually acquire the Merc in order for them to party with you. So each Merc has his own backstory, his own personality. And then once you acquire them, you can bring them into your party with you. And essentially it facilitates a way that solo players never have to feel like they're alone again. Because now they have this friend, this partner who can adventure with them. And so one of the ways that you progress your Merc is you have each Merc has their own skill tree. And you can sort of pick and choose which skills you want them to have. And it's a really nice way to complement your build. So whatever build you're trying to go with, you can have the Merc set up so their skills kind of match and overlap with your own. We also have a system called rapport. The more you work with a Merc and the more you adventure with them, the more they can sort of give you more benefits and they can kind of grow in power. And so once you go back to the Merc Den, you can actually get custom rewards that you can only get by progressing your Merc, building up that rapport in order to access these really awesome rewards at the end.
And then, so I'm going to have to be best friends with a demon child if I want to see the good stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm in.
And then this last feature we have is called reinforcements, where let's say you don't want to have a Merc in your party at the all the time. You can actually say, when I use this skill or perform an evade or something like that, I want this reinforcement Merc to jump on the field, perform an action, and jump back out again. Yeah. So there's a lot of depth, a lot of fun, and some great storytelling in the Mercs feature.
Just to check, so Mercs, you can equip one at a time to complement your character, but you can access all of them and try them all out, see which one works best for you.
Correct, and you can mix and match your combos, so you can have 2 Mercs, one is your main Merc and one is your reinforcement.
Oh.
And if you're in a party, the party leader can bring a Merc with them.
Sick.
Yeah.
So 5 things happening, because there wasn't enough on screen already.
I agree.
Yeah, great. Well, have you got any particular favorite Mercs that you like playing alongside?
For me personally, Rahir, because Rahir's a dad, and his daughter is introduced in the campaign flow.
Oh.
And so I kind of like associate myself with him because I'm a dad as well. I got 2 boys.
Right.
But also, like, I have a problem when I play Diablo, and I'm always speccing into damage and DPS at the expense of my defensive skills. And so Rahir has this buff called Resiliency, which actually increases your armor, increases your defensive buffs. And so I actually rely on that to stay alive when I'm playing the game.
Nice. Aislinn, how about yourself?
Yeah, I absolutely love Variana. She's just totally wild. She's a butcher who's also a former cannibal, which is just crazy.
Yeah.
And I love playing aggressively. You know, I love building momentum and moving forward. And she has a kill streak mechanic, and that complements that very nicely.
I like it. Rod?
I mean, the demon child. I think it's such a unique character in our world, and that explosive power, and the fact that it has the sort of the 2 sides, the human side and the demon side, is really cool to sort of complement the variety on the battlefield.
Okay, well, you've picked 3. I'll take the one left over.
Subo.
Yeah, I'll pick Subo.
I mean, who doesn't love a drunken archer, really? I mean, that's
Exactly.
You know, exactly.
Thank you. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun, but now, as promised, why don't we cover some behind-the-scene looks at the making Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred. Check this out.